So recently it has been seen that there are various people and entities involved in generating some fake GST invoices and taking benefits from two sides. The one is ITC, that is input tax credit, and the second is banks. So how this process has been done and what are the official data of the fraud being taken place. So according to official estimates, somewhere around 1600 cases has been generated, and total fraud, the estimated fraud has been taken place of around 11,251 crore in within a span of 1 year, 2018-19. So it's a huge amount and it reflects the fallacy of the law. So what were the fallacies in the law? So such a fraud has been taken place, and how these fraud has been taking place since then. So we will understand that thing in the slide. So I will start with the process of the companies that are being used to generate some fake invoices. So what happens is that this is a GST registration office. Here the registration of GST is being done. So the government has done the GST registration very easy and hassle free, so that companies can be onboarded to join the GST regime. So some genuine companies are joining here, and now some ingenuine or illegal companies, or you can say fake companies, or spoiled companies are joining from here. Now this company has been joined the GST regime. Now this company open up its some subsidiaries here, and also it simultaneously open some other companies with the same owner, this one. Now what this company done is that it buys some goods from it, and some goods from it, and this company also buys some goods from it, and this company also buys some goods from it, and some goods from it. Now in this whole process, what happens is that these companies are buying goods only on papers. So no goods physically are being taken by any company. These goods are only on papers, this one. Now a bill of let's say 50 lakh has been generated. 50 lakhs has been generated. Now this bill is used by these fake companies or shell companies to avail the ITC, input tax credit. Now government provides ITC on the sale of goods for avoiding the cascading effect of tax. Now suppose if there were no goods, and the earlier entities have not paid any taxes to the government, now these companies are availing fraudulently the tax benefits from these companies from the government. So there is a total loss to the government. It is frivolous transfer of amount to these companies. Now suppose if they have given 50 lakh to a purchase of good, or a fake purchase of good, or a fake invoice you can say. Now around 1 or 2 lakh of ITC they can claim from the government. So in this case it's a fraud, and fraudulently this company has got benefited. Now this company hikes its purchase, and thereby its turnover is also increased. So let's say in 1 month its turnover increased to, or let's say estimate of 1 year, its turnover increased to around 1000 crores, right? Or you can take some small amount like 200 crores as well. So whatever be the amount, if this amount is huge and turnover is huge, no, they can claim this turnover receipt by putting it into bank and taking huge loans. Now by providing 1000 crores of turnover receipt to the bank, it claims loan of let's say 500 crores. Now these 500 crores are given only on the basis of turnover, and this company in reality has no physical existence with or let's say if it has some physical existence, then it has no assets attached to it. Now these all loans given to these companies are definitely going to become NPAs. Now it's a big fraud from two sides, one from the banking side and other from the government side in the form of ITC, input tax credit. So what were the reasons of this fraud taking place? So the reasons cited are the ease of GST registration, because the GST registration is very easy and there is a lack of physical verification in the process. So some fake companies or shell companies has been taking place in this GST regime. So they are getting fake invoice by getting the some subsidiary companies or some companion companies of themselves. So there is no physical buying or sale of goods, but then ITC is taking place by the use of fake invoices. So this is the one reason. Wait a second. Right. So this is the one reason being cited here. Now what can be the other reasons as well? Now other reasons can be the intelligence problem. Now see, some GST enforcement regimes or agencies have no contact with the banking information, or the banks have not provided information to these GST enforcement agencies. Now there is a lack of information being cited here, so the frauds cannot be captured on time, and the huge fraud of 11,000 crore had been taking place. So this is the problem. So what more needs to be done? And another question in our mind could be, now this fraud of 11,000 crore has been discovered so far. So how this money can be recovered, or whether it can be recovered or not? Now according to some tax officials who in a newspaper saying anonymously that the getting back of such kind of fraud money is totally impossible. So there is no possibility that this money can be came back, as the money has been siphoned off to some fake companies or has been transferred abroad. So this money cannot be taken back. So this is the clear cut explanation by a tax official. So how government can curb these kind of frauds? Now what more needs is the proper intelligence mechanism. That means intelligence mechanism, thereby saying that banks and GST authorities should share some sort of information about the turnover of the companies, and the loans they are taking from the banks should also be informed by the GST. So another thing can be done is some regulatory changes, like changes in the GST registration system, thereby providing some physical verification, some checks and greater penalties and other kind of things. And some use of digitalization can also be there. Digital things or the use of AI can be done in catching the frauds. So some legal amendments are needed in the act. Altogether the GST act need to be amended, so some more things can be placed therein, so that these frauds cannot be taking place in the future. So this is all about the GST fake invoices. Have a nice day.